Welcome, my beautiful brats. Let's remove the illusion immediately. Fashion was never about you, and in the 2020, it furthers away from you than it ever has been. Runways, it began in fear 170,000 years ago. Clothing meant survival, protection, warmth, life or death. Then came the needles 40,000 years ago, and suddenly clothing could be shaped. And once something can be changed, it can be judged. That was the beginning of fashion as power. In ancient Egypt, clothing signaled divinity. In ancient Rome, it enforced rank. Fashion was an expression, it was control, a visual hierarchy before people even spoke. The Renaissance softens it. Suddenly fashion is art, individuality, expression, no. It just becomes aesthetically pleasing control, because only certain people could afford to express anything. Everyone else, they observed. Then comes Rose Bertrand, Marie Antoinette. Fashion becomes political theater. Wardrobes weren't outfits, they were narratives. And even with the perfect styling, she still lost everything. Because fashion doesn't protect you, it only frames you. Again, keep that in mind for the Met Gala. Then Charles Frederick Worth arrives, and this is where fashion shifts permanently. He didn't ask women what they wanted, he told them what was correct. This is the birth of modern fashion houses. Not creativity, authority disguised as taste. After World War I, silhouettes changed. Corsets disappeared, bodesses are free, enter Coco Chanel, and everyone celebrates. But understand this, control didn't disappear, it adapted. It became softer, more wearable, more acceptable, which made it more powerful. Then Elsa Schiaparelli pushes fashion into something entirely surreal, conceptual, psychological. Fashion is no longer just worn, it is interpreted, and slowly fashion stops serving the wearer. Microtrends now control behavior. You don't discover style, you feed it. Over and over until you think it's yours. Fast fashion giants like Shein and Temu don't design fashion, they manufacture reaction, speed. They see what's trending and replicate it before you even understand why you liked it. Even individuality has been monetized. Platforms like Depop and Etsy sell you the illusion of uniqueness, vintage, thrifted, rare. But when everyone is searching for rare, nothing is rare. And then there was COVID-19 pandemic. The moment fashion should have paused, it reflected, reset. Instead, it accelerated consumption online. Loungewear became identity, comfort became aesthetic, and even still people need it to perform, even at home. Teenagers cycle through identities in months, children become influencers before they understand taste, and adults, well, they're still trying to keep up. Modern fashion isn't aspirational anymore, it's reactive. It doesn't lead culture, it follows engagement. And the most dangerous part? People think they're participating in fashion when they're actually being studied by it. Now understand this carefully. To be the princess of fashion is not to follow trends, not to chase aesthetics, not to participate in every micro-trend you're handed. It is to see the system for what it is. From ancient Egypto Grota, TikTok, a structure built on perception, power, and control. And once you see it, you stop asking what's in style, you start asking who benefits from you believing it is. Because in the 2020s, fashion doesn't need your taste, it needs your intention. And it needs your attention. And those are not the same thing. Sincerely written in style, Mrs. October, aka the princess of fashion, the face of fashion, and the sole reason why there's an H in fashion. Haley Henderson.